So major labels soaked up 58.6% of the nearly $10 billion in streaming royalties during 2021, according to NMPA stats. So that's the National Music Publishers Association. And some of this is not going to make people happy. I will just say that up front. So let's get into the nitty gritty of some of the details. Universal Music Group reportedly brought in about $1.28 billion from subscription and streaming revenue in Q4 2021, as well as about $4.7 billion for all of 2021. So that's a lot of that nearly 10 mil just with them. So they have a huge roster of artists, and one of the differences, I don't want to just point to them of, oh, they make money, so therefore they must be bad. Because there's this thing happening with younger people in particular, that just because somebody makes a lot of money, they're somehow bad. That is very fallacious. Just because they make a lot of music that engineering-wise does sound good, it doesn't make them bad. It means they make a bunch of catchy artists, and they have the means to promote them. That's usually what it means. So even if there's indie artists, which we promote a lot of them through our Spotify and YouTube and TikTok services, and that are just as good, they're just not signed yet. They don't have, and we don't have as big an infrastructure as Universal Music Group would have. That being said, let's get to what does each service pay for 1 million streams? So we have our reported numbers. We have music royalty calculators that are on a bunch of different websites, including ours. How many streams does it take to make this amount of money? And those are rough estimates. So we would have to update that in our system. Other people's royalty calculators, they'd have to update that too. But these updated numbers show that Amazon's full service subscription, at least from this data here, reportedly, Amazon full service subscription would be about $2,285 for 1 million streams. Apple's would be $1,916 for 1 million streams. Spotify full subscription would pay just $1,160, and then Spotify's free, the ad-supported service, would pay about $745 for 1 million streams. That is not a lot of money. So what can be done about this? I'll tell you what the solution is not, because people do this all the time. This is not the solution. The solution is not to go complain to the people who are paying this out. It's not to complain to Spotify that they are not paying enough. The solution is to go to the competition who is paying more. So if you are an artist, you have more power than you think. Like, you can't just sit around and whine about a bad payout from Spotify. You need to, I'm not just talking about making sales funnels and having merch and all that stuff. That is a given. If you're not doing that by now, you need to be doing that. If you don't have a website by now, don't complain about anything. Whether that be our service or somebody else's service. So we have website services on OmarMC.com. You can definitely check those out. We'll have a link somewhere around this video. But additionally, making it yourself. If you don't have the money to do, all the things that we would be doing, like sales funnels, email copy, all that stuff, which is very necessary. But let's say you really don't have the money right now, still having something yourself where you can sell your merch and all the other products to make up your music career. Now, for the music streaming specifically, what could be done? One, not just to go to the services that are paying more money. So that is one solution, but they're also going to be centralized services. Amazon, let's say everybody just goes to Amazon tomorrow. That doesn't mean Amazon can't just pull the rug from you 2 years from now. They're just one big centralized service. So what is the only solution to this problem? The only solution is for artists to set the royalty rates for their music. Whatever service is going to lead the pack on this, and the more I say it, the more I'm tempted to just somehow go pull the funds together for this. The more it just makes so much sense. like if you set your song streams to 1 cent per stream, people now get to direct their $10 a month that they're paying to Spotify. They get to direct that exactly where they want it. So if I want to support these indie artists over here, that is exactly what I get to do. And I already did the math on previous videos. The average person, even if they pay 1 cent per stream, and let's say that 80% of that goes to the artist, and then the company just keeps 20% for all administrative costs. Even when that happens, that 80-20 split, the artist makes a lot more money per stream, and then the customer is going to pay less per month. You can even have an option where you pay everybody the 1 cent per stream that's streaming the songs, or whatever they set it at. At the end of the month, most people are still going to have money left over from what they're currently paying for the other subscription services. And then let's say you have money left over at the end of the month. You can decide that you want to give that money that's in your account over to an indie artist. And it might be your favorite one, or the one that you stream the most. It could be like a suggestion inside of the streaming service that says, hey, you played this indie artist a bunch this month and you have $2 left before you get billed your next $10. You want to just give this $2 to them. That would be an awesome idea inside of there, because they're already paying the subscription service. It's not new. They're used to doing that. It's just now structured a different way. And that $2 payment can even be split in 20, 30%, whatever. 30% going to the company for building a great product, and then the other just going directly towards the artist. This would make just as much, if not more, revenue for the company. And again, the more I say this, I'm spitballing some of these ideas right now. More I say this, the more I'm thinking, why don't I just do this? But that's a lot of work, and we already have many projects here. But there's a freebie for somebody out there, and I'll just take a couple basis points on the equity if you build that. Or the tokens. This would be a great Web3 project, so just hook me up with some tokens, and I'll be grateful. But let me know what you guys think. Last time I posted something like this, I think I did a tweet storm. There were some cool suggestions in the comments about some different companies that are working on something similar. Nobody was working on something exactly like I was saying, though. I will say that up front. There's some people who are doing something similar, but in order for this to work on a large scale, I do think it needs to be the model that I'm saying exactly. It needs to be a pay per stream. You still pay your $10 a month, and then at the end of it, you can opt to just pay an artist something, or you can maybe opt to have those given back to you in token, or something along those lines. So there was a couple different companies that were doing something similar, but it was not close enough. So if you do know of a company that is doing this idea more closely, shoot that to us in the comments wherever you're watching this, on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, and we'll check them out. Trust me, the one who starts to do this very well, we will back them. Like I said, if they have tokens, we'll definitely buy them too. And it's about time. I mean, $745 for 1 million streams is very low. That is very low. And again, I'm not one to complain about how much artists are getting paid on that, because there's competition. If you don't like what Spotify is doing, then start to back other projects that are paying more. Don't just sit and whine about the one that's not paying a lot. So that's my thoughts on this, guys. You guys drop your thoughts. And like I said, if you know of somebody doing our idea about the pay per stream, definitely let us know in the comments. I'll catch you guys on the next video.